Hello, everyone. Oh boy. Where do we start? I guess paint is in order. What do we need? We have the player here as an inventory. We have the world where you can find items. What's an item symbol? Let's say this is item. Also in caves. As a reward after battle. We have shops. And I guess that's everything I covered here as well, right? Shop. Findable. And our inventory. Oh. How would an item work? Like, we have like different kinds of items, right? We have like, I don't know. Healing. Battle. And this could be only battling exclusive, where this is only overworld, but also use this maybe. Depends. In Jade Cocoon there was a separation. I think I will keep it mixed. And in battle, something like damage, buff, harassment. Healing, HP, MP. That's increase. Permanent. What else? Valuables. Do I need materials? Do we have a crafting system? I guess that's overkill. What else? Is this all? Maybe key items, which we already have. I guess. Maybe this is a different thing though. Maybe this is something like an encyclopedia which not only has tips, maybe also all variants of monsters you encountered. Yes. I guess this is good enough for now. But how would I implement this now? I guess we have two modes. One is for usage, that is overworld, and battle, or no usage at all, like valuables. So we have two different ways to trigger these. Because if I use healing in the overworld, it needs to do different things than in battle. So I need to keep this in mind, how to tag or make sure, whatever, that something is usable in a certain circumstance. Also, in the overworld we could have like a menu for, I don't know, insect use drop. Do I have a item limit? I wonder, which we can carry. Maybe I need a storage too. Maybe I should write this down somewhere. Here is probably just a button to press, but it is use item. Probably have like something like give up to, or flee. depending on. I wonder how I will implement flee though. How would I implement it? What is the percentage? Is there a guaranteed flee? Do I have different prices in shops? I guess not. I could also write the buy and sell here. But then what? This is like a very... how to say... shallow? Not really. I would need to know what to do when I use an item. And that needs to be dictated from somewhere. Like, what do I do if I press this button when I am in battle? Or what do I do when I press it in the overworld? For example, when I'm in the overworld and do a healing item, I should open another menu where I can select one of my Orblings. If I can heal them, I can heal them. If I use it in a battle, then of course it will just... that's now also a thing. Do I want to use items in battle for single Orblings? In Jade Cocoon it was always area effect, never single target. Why was that? Was it because it was simpler to implement? Maybe so, because you were never able to select a single target. Maybe that was a design decision there. Either because it's too complicated to make, or simpler for the player. Not sure. Should I do that too? I mean, I could implement something where you can select an Orbling in battle, but it would then mean that I have a separation between normal items and battle items. I wouldn't need this. because there's a clear separation anyway. Although maybe I need to keep it to be able to filter. I mean, okay, we have this. Now I still need to know what happens if I use it. I could maybe have a reference to an object that I spawn, and the object knows what to do. That could be it. The object also would know if I'm in the overworld or in battle, so if I can use it in both, I could make different switch statements. Could I do it like this? A data table that has a reference, a class, item that I can spawn when I use it. Wait, maybe this is not a data table, this could be a... Wait, this needs to be a data table thing with an ID. And I have a list of items with IDs. And this goes in here. Rather complicated. For easy filtering, I would need to be able to index them. Oh. Let's say we go into menu use. Now I want to find everything for overworld. I would need to go for each inside here and look if it's usable in the overworld or not. Show them. I guess this is a very simple solution, but there is for certain a more elegant way to do this. Not that we need it, just an indie dev. The urge to come to results. Okay. We have in our storage, in our safe state storage, an array with IDs. Can I stack items? I mean, we said we have a limited amount we can carry, so maybe we don't have a stackable thing. Maybe our storage is stackable. Yeah, I guess in storage to have it stackable would be cool, so it is more organized and you can have limits for how many things you can have from one kind. Could say 99, but I would have the freedom to also say no, from this thing you can only have 5 or something. Not that I need that feature though. Damn. Okay, so we do have IDs and they can spawn a class to make something that then, or when we use it, gets rid of one of these and executes this and kills itself. Right? Is this solid? Might be solid. So this thing is a data table. This thing has IDs from the data table, and I can have multiple of these. I use it to look into. And then if I use it, I can spawn this. I guess this is solid. Oh, hello, Scene. Welcome. The David Company, I see. Thanks for the raid. Diagrams, I guess, with my very, very beautiful paint skills. But yeah, I'm just concepting on how I should tackle this next module, which will be something greater again. I mean, this is just scribbling to get my thoughts sorted. Last time I implemented a save and load game. I'm glad that that thing worked without me doing anything big. And now I need an inventory system, and I think after the inventory system I have almost everything for a prototype. The next thing would be to have a progression system for the Orplings. Thank you, thank you. But I guess we can start here, so we need this. I'm not sure if I just do an array with names. We could do that. Let's go and see how this goes. I can go here to our storage system, into data, and then we can add an array of item carried item IDs. I'm like this. And now I can fill this with whatever ID I want, and then we would need now maybe I'll item or inventory system. This thing or item struct, I guess. And then what did we write here again? I have it on my other screen now. We need the item name, maybe. Maybe I can write here the item ID too, just to be sure. It will be indexed anyway, but you know. This one. This one. Then I guess we'll do a little enumeration here. Item usable enum. Like this. Not usable. In overworld. In battle. In both. Maybe also key item. So I can maybe sort it to somewhere else. I guess I will use this enum for sorting. Alright, then we can say usable in item use. What else do we need? Description text ID. Maybe I would need it for these kinds of things too. I need to see if my items need any translation. But for now I will keep it like this. Then two values. Buy, sell, and then I need a abstract item, I guess. This one we save, and then we can do item class abstract, and then say this is a class, and then we can use that for functionality. This can be null though, because valuables will not have any use case, so Whatever. Alright. That's a start, I guess. Do we need anything else? I mean, the data structure is here now. Maybe now I would need to make a data table. Item structs. Item lists. And then I could now add something like, I don't know, test healing or oh, this is like ID 0000. What that? Then test healing ID 0000. How are you doing, by the way, Scene? Are you still here? I don't know. How's your game doing? Ah, I see. Yeah, data tables are cool, man. The only thing data tables are bad in is when you change something in the struct and everything just gets deleted. Very scary. Like Russian roulette. I feel like I just want this to be in the overworld, since it is a single target. Test healing item text. Things that can attack other things but aren't themselves players, NPC. Wait, which I suppose is a conceptually strange concept. Why? Things that can attack other things but can't themselves. Players, NPCs. Ah, but aren't themselves players and NPCs. Are they like traps and stuff? Why is it strange? I don't think that's strange. I'm more like curious why you need a data table for projectiles. Ah, okay. Now I see. Well, you will have projectiles at some point, I hope. Or else I have questions for you. Let's say if we buy this for 10, sell it for 10, buy it for 100, sell it for 10. And then overworld items. Then maybe I never need the both to be usable. Anyway, doesn't matter. Now this is abstract item. This is now test healing item. Maybe I should call it item here too. And all this framework built around characters doing animations that have hitboxes as the source of damage. Projectiles live their own lives, so try to put anything that's related into databases now. hoping it will make my RPG easier to balance down. I guess, yes. If you have anything playable, like play around the bull in a database, it is easier to do these kinds of things. I have data tables, but I also have something like this. I can show you. I have like a controller that is the mother of all controllers, called the game controller. And I have like a list of global variables which I intend to use for balancing things. Like I have a max level cap at 20. I don't know, I didn't concept it yet, so I have it here. When I know something more, I can just change it here. Or the carried percentage of stats when I level prestige level and such things. I will keep these things here so I can play around with them. But other things are in data tables. I could have put them in a data table too, but then I would have only one entry with many different kinds of variables, so I put them in a map instead. I would have probably different maps then. Like this is only for integers. Maybe if I need some strings or whatever, I will do some other maps here too. I don't know. You'll see. For now it's fine. Where was I? Items. This thing. Spreadsheets, I mean, you can, right? You can put it in a JSON or a what are they called again? The table format, the whatever. CSV, yes, thank you. And what do you mean by gear that's on? Gear as in variable gear, not as in cog. Yeah, I understand. First, when I read it, it was like, what do you mean gear? Do you need to put in the values how many teeth they have, or? But yeah, I understand. Okay, so now we can do this. Oh god, all of this needs now 4 different UIs too, man. Like one for battle, one for overworld, then one for buying stuff, storage stuff. I will die. But needs to be done. Okay, so now I need to implement some kind of behavior. And this needs to be here first, I guess. Wait. Overworld procedure. Item overworld procedure. Yes, and then we can go here and overwrite this. Now we have a problem. What do I do? I mean, if I'm on the healing item, I select it. It should not immediately do its healing. I need to also select the Orpling I want to heal with it, right? So does this thing tell the UI controller what to do, and the UI controller then sends back something else here that it is finished, and then we do the procedure? Damn, that's complicated. How would I do this? I guess I could do some UI stuff, which is called select orpling, and then bind UI signal here, and then get some instructions back. Maybe I don't even need instructions because I have them here probably. Yeah. Maybe I need a function called heal. Maybe this is also a child of a parent which already has the functionality to heal, but that's, I can reparent stuff afterwards. Like maybe there's a small heal, bigger heal, whatever, and I'll just get the functionality from their parents instead. Yeah, I will probably do it like this, but for now, heal orpling. Which means we would need to get an orpling back. How do we do this though? Maybe I get the ID from the orpling. That would help. Okay, so I'm here. I selected the item. I tell now for the UI to open a orpling selection. Then I bind UI signal to heal orpling. Okay, so first actor. This is UI controller. Passed to UI controller. Then we bind UI signal. And what kind of thing is that again? I think it has like an array now. Command payload array. Command payload array. Payload array. Create event heal orpling. Of course, after we do the binding, we also now need to open the menu, and if I close the menu I need to unbind and so on. Maybe this is not healing. Maybe... hold on. Needs... UI signal receiver. I can... sometimes I will probably never use this, but whatever. Command payload array. Then we can say switch. No. Oh, switch. switch thing. And not sure about the first one. The second one can be exiting menu or something, which then means so I selected the item, spawns itself, opens a new menu. Now I press escape in the menu, depending on if it closes or not, I'm not sure. We need to close it here, but what we need to do is destroy the actor of the ability itself. This is important. I guess I can use this in any item. Should be very careful here though. And executing current, make sure to program this more solid. Running. So we don't forget that we implemented this. Okay. Command. Do I need a command? I don't know, but I can say heal. And then the payload would be the Morphling ID. Which means we can now go and say find actor first, player over worlds, cast over player, battle group, get group, find and then having that I would need to execute the healing. Can I? Does this have a healing heal? No. Damage? No. Default? Probably either need to find the functionality or write my own. Okay, but this is the code. I go, I select, I go, press use item, has the list of my items, I press on an item, and this little thing gets activated. Because it gets spawned, probably. Item overall procedure. What's this? Menu is open. I need to be sure that it is clean. Should be good. The only thing what we now need is maybe an item controller that actually can fire this and can spawn it. Yes, let's write an item controller that can get an item ID. On controller. Correct. Item controller. This needs to be spawned somewhere, maybe at the start of the game. Execute item ID. Here. Find first. Do I? No, this guy needs item lists, data table, item list. Okay. Then find row and no, get row. This thing. Print ID. Not found in item list. Break item struct. On. Okay. And then ending on this thing. Switch. We do world procedure. That'd be good. Right? Makes sense in my head. If I want to execute an item, I have to call item controller. That will spawn the item and does the thing. Does it need to keep track what item is there? Or does the item kill itself? Can an item linger if I use it? Is it just one tick execution, or maybe just a few ticks execution because of waiting for signals? Or is it something that is actively waiting for stuff and does stuff alongside many other things? I believe it will be just one tick that gets fired and then it gets deleted. It can then just spawn some effects which have their own lifetime and then he himself just dies. Or maybe it can execute a sequence or something and die afterwards. Yeah, something like that. Okay. But the item controller needs to get spawned, which is at start game. Where should I spawn it? Maybe after camera controls. Item controller. Whatever. Oop. Nope. So item controller is there. Now we can get its functionality. I open my menu, I press escape, then I go to button for use item. That opens a list of all my items from my storage. Then I select one and press execute, and then that one needs to search the item controller. Do this and then execute overworld procedure. What do you mean by dirty? I mean, I also have status effects which are also actors in my case. I also have them on there. So now I have to do two things. First, I need an UI button to use an item, and then have another thing for selecting or playing. Yeah, but my objects are like very, very small. They have 0 tick, they have only 1 or 2 variables, and then they just get deleted. Nah, I'm just spawning one of them. I'm fine, man. If I have like more things like my dialogue system, I use objects instead. But maybe my items need ticks, so I'm going with actors. I'm not so sure if they need to be lingering or not, that's why. And in the end, there is no big difference if I go for an object or an actor right now. Since they are so small, it really doesn't matter. I guess we start here then. UI, main menu. And now I need another button here. Funny that I didn't use a vertical box here. Thanks, but I think I will stop here anyway. I'm dreading to start this process here. If you're leaving, I will probably also leave soon. But thanks for tuning in, man. I'll always appreciate it. Well, at least I could add a button here, right? That's a start. I know that. Look at this. Mine always end in this thing, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, we will do this next time. Use item. At one point I really need to localize all these things too. It'll be fun. I'm really not looking into how these are fitting. And I have a concept for some UI elements, and then I will look into positioning, but for now we just do this. Okay, so when this is getting pressed, we need to open a list of items. Open list of items from storage. ID item ID array. All function select orpling display select orpling comes then here. And when that is selected, it goes with the UI signal received for heal. I guess this heal needs to be like orpling selected instead, because we will use this in other items too, and not everything heals. And then since we are in the healing item thing, we can do the healing. We need one of these inside here for now. At one point I have to get rid of it. Okay, I can use this. I need to display this. Then we press this. For that, I would need an item list here. A vertical thing. That needs to be hidden and shown. That needs to then create the items with the UI texts, with a cursor here, and so on and so on. Okay, we will do that next time, so that is Sunday, I guess. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.